ago. We've done a couple shows here
I
though.
know, but it just feels different today.
Not since last time. I haven't moved
Okay.
it around. Good morning, guys. It's Micah from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
We just had to wrap up our conversation we were talking about right there before introducing the show. She's asking me if I'd moved the camera and stuff, and uh, yes and no. I mean, I moved it last week, I think, while you were gone,
Okay.
but I haven't moved it since Monday. We're in the same spot.
Okay. Well, I think it felt weird on Monday, but I think that I thought it just felt weird because I'd been gone for a whole week.
Hmm.
And now I'm like, no, it does feel different.
Yeah, I mean, we tried having the window in the background and stuff, and I think that's what kept giving us that angelic look there because you had this touched by an angel glow going on behind you. And so, yeah, rearranging the stuff so that the lights come in that way, and we've got our lights in the front. And but I really like my shelf of stuff, so I wanted that to be in the background
Okay.
still.
I like it.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if people like watch our show and try and like identify what it is that like are they pausing? Because I do that. I'm a little
Oh,
paranoid. Like I watch my podcast or this stuff and I'll pause and I'll like zoom in on the screen, but like, what is that? What books are they reading?
oh my gosh. That's awesome.
So we'll have to do like a behind the scenes kind of thing where I like point the camera because all of these things behind us right here all have importance and meaning to the mission of Sepulpa Times. And so they're not just there just because I needed a place to put my junk. They've all got a purpose. Most of them. Probably everything that's showing up. You're looking at like my boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I don't know about that. But I am
It's all
going to
right.
get some new shelves.
There are you?
I found out my brother has some that he's getting rid of that really kind of fit this look a
Okay.
little bit deeper and heavy
Perfect.
duty, so I can put even more stuff on them. It's great.
There you go.
Anyway, we'll do that at some point. But ah, how's your week been so far, Luce?
It's been really good. It's going great.
Have you been downtown to see the progress yet?
I have. I went and actually walked it some yesterday. And then Joan came down and she walked it, and so
Oh,
we
good.
talked about it yesterday. And yeah,
What is if you don't mind me asking if you're allowed to say, what is she saying? What's her take on it?
she loves it. She's super excited.
Okay.
Um, I mean, we've got some big things in the plans as we open the street, and
Mhm.
so we've been kind of walking it to see like logistically how all of that works.
Okay. We're pretty excited. I've heard a couple of things about what some of those plans might be, but not from a reputable source. So
Okay.
we'll talk about it here. But um, 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 have you been given an update on the timeline? Are we still looking at the end of this month, or is it going to stretch out? I mean, it feels like we're making good progress, but it still doesn't feel like we're going to get hit.
Yeah, so we're making great progress. I can't give you an official timeline because I'm not in that meeting. But I do know that things are on track and ready to go. I mean, the street is progressing quickly.
Mhm.
And so one of the delays that we do have is kind of the landscaping, so the trees and things like that. So I think that piece may run over a little into November.
Okay.
But I think ultimately the big heavy portions of the project, the street, will be completed.
Do you know if they'll be able to open the street while we're still waiting on the landscaping, or are we going to have to wait till it's all done?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I know there's some conversations of opening the street, but I also know that having the landscapers and things like that out in the street is kind of a safety hazard.
Yeah.
So as far as exactly what that looks like, I don't know. I have heard the rumor. This is a rumor. Let me say that again.
Okay. Rumor.
Rumor. I have heard the rumor from outside sources that are not city related, that there is talk about the road not opening until January. So I want to let you know that is false.
Oh, okay. There's a rumor out there about that, but it is
It is
reply if it's false.
false.
That I don't even know how that rumor would have gotten started.
I don't know, but it got started. I've received a couple emails asking if we are going to keep the road closed until January. The answer is no.
Okay.
As far as it opening before landscape, I do not know the
Okay.
answer to that, but I know that it will not be January.
Yeah, why? I mean, I don't even understand why that would
Yeah.
happen. I mean, we've actually got, even though we're not doing the Christmas shooting stuff, I mean, we've got some plans for some stuff to happen
Right.
downtown for the holidays. So it's not going to work if the streets are closed or
Right.
for construction like they are. And there's no need. I mean, anybody who has been watching this since March, like you and I have, we can see that we're at the tail end of this thing.
Hmm.
And even yesterday, they were putting the brick out by CTX.
Hmm.
So it's now moved over to the phase 2 and 3 alleyway. It's a really nice, like, completed brick walkway. Very Wizard of Oz-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, not yellow brick road, but
Yeah.
definitely red brick road there. So pretty cool. And it's nice to see. And if you can't hear it, there's literally bobcats and excavators outside my window right now.
Yeah.
So um, they're moving along. I would just we're about to have several days of rain, so
Hmm.
was wondering about
Hmm.
that. I mean, all the rain that we had earlier in the year, that was apparently accounted for. If we
Hmm.
have, I'm right now, guys, they're saying 4 to 5 inches
Hmm.
over the next several days. So, you know, when you're talking concrete, that doesn't go well.
Yeah, I'm not super optimistic about having baseball on Sunday either.
Yeah, me
So,
neither. We did do practice yesterday. What
yeah,
about you guys?
we had practice on Monday.
Okay. And we are planning practice on Thursday
Okay,
because I think the rain is supposed to start pretty much right after practice.
that's awesome.
And so we'll do our game on Sunday if we have it. But yeah, like you, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
not real sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Speaking of games and sports, so we'll kick. The first thing we got to talk about is the football game got moved to Thursday
Hmm.
because of the weather, I guess.
Hmm.
And so the game against Putnam City North, which is happening, was originally scheduled to happen this Friday, has now been moved to Thursday. And again, I'm just wondering, hey, why don't we do that for next week? Because we've done it twice now. They moved
Hmm.
it for, well, I think traditionally fall break football game
Yes.
always happens on Thursday. But then, I mean, they were able to kind of like, I don't know if pinch hit is the right word, but they were able to move it this week.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I'm worried both ways. Like either all of these folks that have these trunk or treats and stuff scheduled are going to have a low attendance because of the football game next Friday, or the football game is going to have a low attendance
Hmm.
because it's on Halloween and it's senior night.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. So
On Halloween?
yeah, I mean, and we've been talking to him about it since
Hmm.
the schedule was released, and Reed and I talked about it last last week, and it's like I don't understand why they didn't make the call to move it, but so far that has not happened. We'll let you know if that changes. But anyway, this week's game is on
Hmm.
Thursday. Next week's game is so far is still scheduled for Friday, senior night, and I don't know. I kind of get the feeling they're not going to move that one. They kind of seem set on that, but we'll let you know if that changes. Um,
While we're on the topic of moving things,
yeah.
Lone Star has their fall carnival.
Hmm.
It was scheduled for Friday, but it has also been rescheduled for Thursday night.
Tomorrow night.
Hmm.
Okay.
So if you need something to do that's indoor, um, I know they're kind of anticipating some rain, but if you need something to do indoor and you're looking for some fun, you should head out to the Lone Star Fall Carnival. All the money that is raised goes back into the school. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cheap, fun little festival.
Yeah.
They've got live auction or not live auction. They have silent auction baskets and things like that. So you should definitely go there and check it out.
How long have they been doing that? Because I know that we've talked about that just about every year that you've been on the show.
Well, when I started your show, Hudson went to school. So before that, I have no idea.
Okay, but we know they've at least been doing it for the last several years. It
Yeah.
seems to be popular enough since they keep doing it.
Yeah,
So,
and it's very busy,
okay.
but very
Yeah.
fun.
All right.
So,
And we'll see. And I didn't get to go to the Tulsa State Fair this year.
mm,
Not that I was really planning to,
yeah,
but yeah, the weather is like it's carnival weather
yeah,
now. We didn't have that earlier in September when it was 90 degrees at the Creek County Fairgrounds.
yeah.
So glad that we have another carnival to check out. We'll see if the rain holds out for that. So, okay, the next thing, big news from National Geographic of all places this week. This is pretty cool. TeePee Drive-In has been featured in a story on National Geo. Have you seen the story yet? Have you read it?
Yeah, so I actually got the story yesterday morning
Okay.
in an email, and then I had not read through it. I saw it. I saw the headline, and saw that we were, Route 66 was named like the number one travel destination for 2026,
Hmm.
and things like that. And so then I'm not gonna lie, I saw Joni Rogers, and Jordan. posting about the teepee. So I was like, oh crap, I probably should have read that article. And so I went back and actually read the article to see all the great stuff that was in it. And that is phenomenal.
It is, yeah. TeePee Drive-In was the only Sapulpa attraction that was
Mhm.
mentioned in it. As you guys know, Sapulpa has several different things on Route 66 to stop for. I really wish they would have mentioned more of them, but I'm glad that we're in that story in the first place. Especially, and I will say this: the fact that we were mentioned and not the Admiral Twin,
Mhm. Yeah.
or any other drive-in, because I believe Route 66 has several drive-ins on it
Okay.
along the entire route. Not a ton, but the TP drive-in being mentioned is really a cool thing
Mhm.
for everybody involved, for the Conte group, for Sapulpa. Um, I was kind of teetering on the edge of whether I wanted to do this or not. I will just bash National Geographic just a little bit here, okay?
Okay.
And the reason why is they took a story that was supposed to be about Route 66 and dedicated a full paragraph to taking a detour off Route 66 to go visit Broken Arrow, which I hate. And it's nothing against Broken Arrow, kind of. I kind of hate Broken Arrow, but not really. But it's the fact that it is the story about Route 66 that is one of our things. Sapulpa gets it, Tulsa gets it. Broken Arrow is not on Route 66. And so, getting mentioned in a story that's going to get a lot of traffic because of Route 66, and then encouraging you to actually go off of Route 66, like, yeah, all right then.
Well, yesterday was a pretty big day, and it was really cool to get that email and to read through that article and everything. But also, I received a picture. Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell was in London yesterday,
Yeah,
and he was actually promoting and talking about Sapulpa. So not only did National,
specifically,
yes,
really. Okay.
so not only did the National Geographic go out there and talk about Sapulpa, but we were being discussed in London yesterday.
In London.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really cool. Well, of course, you know that Europe is like, they're big fans of Route 66
yeah.
over there. And we talked about that before, kind of how because we're just around it all the time, it's
Hmm.
not quite as magical for us, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad we get the chance to recap that magic. Okay, putting you on the spot real quick. If TP Drive-In is obviously one, if there is a second spot that people need to make sure to visit when they travel the route next year for 2026 in Sapulpa, what would it be?
You put me on the spot like
Hmm,
that?
hmm, hmm.
Um,
I think you should have a default answer because you work with the city,
I
but
should have a default answer, and my default answer is going to be the new Route
that's
66
what
park
I.
immediately.
Yeah, that
Um,
should be it.
yes, absolutely the park. I'm super excited. So for everyone that's traveling Route 66, there is going to be a sign park out there where you can get your license plates from where you're from and put them out there in the sign park. But
Cool.
I'm also going to give a plug to Gasoline Alley because that's another place that I think you should stop.
Yep.
But they also make custom license plates
Oh, I
where you
didn't know
can
that.
go in and like choose what you want it to say. And it's basically like a bunch of license plates cut up, and you pick the letters and design a license plate.
Oh, neat.
And so I think that'll be super awesome
Very cool.
to go into Gasoline Alley, create your own license plate. Personally, I would want to like spell my last name and like have my family sign it and put it on the sign park. So I think that you have to go to both of them. There's three places in Sapulpa that you have to visit on Route 66, and those are them.
And let's recount them again. TP Drive-In, that park, Gasoline Alley.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in the Heart of Route 66 Auto Museum for that
Okay.
because it's literally the world's tallest freestanding gas
Yeah.
pump, and it's right next door to the park that you're talking
Yeah.
about. So you're gonna pass it anyway. I mean, you could almost walk to it.
Yeah.
And then, but Sapulpa has a ton of great spots. Happy Burger is one that always gets mentioned a lot. They are what is it? The nation's longest family-owned burger stand, I think, on Route 66. And they get featured in a lot of magazines, but they don't. I still feel like not enough people know about
Yeah.
them. But yeah, lots of different places on Route 66 to be able to check out. And then you head to Tulsa, and
Yeah.
there's a lot more down that way. So, but don't go to Broken Arrow if you're traveling Route 66. That's just dumb.
Another great thing that Sapulpa has that I'm currently learning as we have a new golf manager
Mhm.
and things like that. So we are the only golf course with a Route 66 address.
Really?
So we are an 18-hole golf course. There is
Like 26 other
no,
golf courses.
no. So there is
So,
one other golf course that has frontage to 66, but their address to their clubhouse is not on 66.
okay.
And then there is a
That's awesome.
small mini golf course that has
Like
a
a
Route
putt-putt
66.
course or something?
That has a Route 66 address.
Okay.
But to play a full 18 holes on a golf course on Route 66, we are the only one.
Sapulpa is the only one. That is awesome. That's another feather in our cap.
Hmm.
That, when did you guys find that out?
Well, there's some fun new things coming to the golf course, and so we've been meeting with Lieutenant Governor and Carrie Barrick, and we've got some cool things under the radar, and so that was something that we discovered.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Um, well, there's another one then. I mean, if you got the time and you want to hang out and you're going to be at like one of our Airbnbs or something down here,
Hmm.
then come play around the golf. It'd be fun. Okay. Speaking of events, I guess not really speaking of events, but kind of.
Great
Um,
transition.
well, so Wednesday would normally be the day that we talk about what's happening this weekend.
Hmm.
And as you guys know, over a couple days ago or last week, I can't remember which, I put out a call for everybody to send us their trunk or treats and their fall festivals and the carnival and all these kinds of things that they're doing for Halloween. We're going to put it in a big story. We're creating a master list. And good golly, did they respond. I mean, I put it out on the groups and stuff, which generated a lot more traffic, but I've got emails, I've got a bunch of stuff I got to sift through. So I'm putting that story together today. So it's too much to talk about on the show today. So ultimately, that's what it is. So this right here, the call to make sure that you're subscribed to the email because we're going to be sending out that email. Um, First thing tomorrow, the story will come out this afternoon, and then the email goes out automatically tomorrow morning. So be sure to be subscribed. It is a free weekly events email. Just go to sapulpatimes.com, hit the subscribe button, sign up for the free one if you don't want to pay. If you want to pay, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. But we're not going to make you pay for this one. And then we'll get you all the details on all of the everything for Halloween that we can find. And that story will be out this afternoon. I did want to call attention to one thing. We've talked briefly, I think, about the CTX flight nights before, right? So they have a special one they're doing next Tuesday. Um, since it's like their Halloween party.
Okay.
And I don't know that they're dressing up or anything, but it's going to be a special. I think I don't know if they're playing Thriller, but they're bringing back their October flight nights, and this is basically closing out the flight nights for October. But they created a cool video and put it out on social media, so I wanted to share that with you guys and just call a little bit of attention to them specifically because they're trying a new thing and they're doing this thing where they're open later. They're open till 8 o'clock for these events, and so I want people to be in downtown Sapulpa after dark, especially now because it gets dark at like 4. So anyway, I want to make sure they got to see that, and then but be sure to sign up for the email because it's going to be a lot, guys. I mean, it'll take you a while. This isn't going to be like a one and done kind of deal email. You'll have to read a lot. I'll have to work a lot to put that together. So, but I'll do it for you guys. So,
Perfect.
um, aside from the carnival or anything, is there a specific Halloween event or anything you guys are attending next week? You guys do
Next
anything
week,
with your house? I mean, Hudson probably goes trick or treating and stuff, right?
yeah, we go trick or treating for
Yeah,
sure. So we will go to not Spooktacular. Yeah,
yeah,
Spooktacular.
spectacular. That's
Like,
this weekend.
yeah,
What did you think?
I don't know what was happening. It was like,
Not spectacular. Yeah, spectacular.
yeah, Spooktacular. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to Spooktacular on Saturday. It's going to be so much fun. I know it's going to be kind of wet, maybe a little bit rainy. It's fine. It's going to be a great time. And the new parking situation is going to go smooth and awesome. We've got all of our parking volunteers out there.
Optimistic here.
I'm being so optimistic. I will be there all day. So if you want to come see me and hang out, I will be at Spooktacular. And then next week, we will go trick or treating. We got our little skeleton costumes, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and you said he was going to be a skeleton, and are you going to also be a
Yeah,
skeleton? Okay.
of course. I had to be
This
a
will be
mom
good.
skeleton. That's what he told me.
Yeah. A mom skeleton.
Hmm.
What did the mom skeleton look like? It's just still a set of bones.
It's just a skeleton,
I mean,
but I'm mom. My
okay.
skeleton bones are bigger than his little skeleton bones, I
I guess
guess.
so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what he called it.
Um,
I told him I was gonna
Slightly
be a.
wider pelvic bone or something, I
I.
guess, because you're a woman.
I.
That's
It's
how they
just this.
identify him, I think, right?
Yes, it is. No, it's the tilt. I think
Oh,
there's a
okay.
different tilt in the skeletons.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
pretty sure.
asking. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I told him I was going to be a mom's bee, a mom
Like a
zombie.
zombie with a
I was just going to wear my regular clothes.
put on some like goth makeup or something
Yeah,
maybe or
carry my coffee because I was dead. I needed my coffee.
um
Yeah, and he didn't like that idea.
the kid has no creativity. Why
Yeah,
didn't I get on board with the mom's bee
because he
thing?
wanted to match.
I guess so. And zombies and skeletons don't match.
No.
And zombies have skeletons, guys. Come on.
Are you dressing up?
No.
Are your kids dressing up?
Yes.
Okay, what are you going to be?
My son, we're going with his best friend Nolan and their family. Then the two of them are going to be thing one and thing two.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and Reed would he claimed thing one, and I don't even think he got any pushback for it from Nolan because he said I'm the oldest, and so I get to be thing one, and I think Nolan was just like, all right. I mean, I don't think I guess that makes sense.
That's awesome.
And so, but yeah, it'll be the first time that we take them trick or treating with us, though, so it should be a pretty good time.
Okay.
Um, I'm not. I do. We do have certain places that we like to go for trick or treating. I'm not going to talk about them here because I don't want to like send the mobs to.
Yeah, don't share them. I shared my spot last year, I think,
Uh-oh.
and it was
Was
horrible.
it a problem?
Yes, it was super busy, so I'm not going back there. I
You're not
found a
going
new
back there.
spot.
Oh, did you now?
I found a new spot last year
Okay.
because everything was so busy. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go back to that spot.
All right. I'm gonna have a secret underground recorded conversation with Lucy after the show to find out the new spot. It'd be a good time though. But it's exciting. And then we'll be into the regular holidays.
I know.
And I don't think I ever asked that about you, and I promise we're almost done, guys. But um, are you like me when like you start celebrating the holidays like right after Halloween?
November 1st.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
You do also? All
Hmm.
right, fist bump. Nice.
Always. Christmas tree goes up. Now this year it's gonna be a little bit different. I am sad to say that. But we have Halloween on Friday and then I have charity ball on Saturday, which is all
Maybe
hands
a
on
couple
deck.
days of delay.
And I don't know that I'm gonna be ready to go by Sunday to put my Christmas tree up, so it may be the third this year.
Might be the third. Oh darn. No, that's okay. No, but aren't you also a multi-Christmas tree person? And
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
Okay. So you have like different
Yes.
multiple Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Good. Do you get real ones or do you have a bunch of fake ones?
Just a bunch of fake ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't get a real one like every year for the living room or whatever? Okay. So back.
We always did, like when I was growing up, and I wanted to do that, like with Hudson. I wanted to start that.
Mhm.
Um,
It's a lot of work.
but it's a lot of work and they shed
Yeah.
and you have to vacuum every day, like because they shed so much. So, um, I'm just not there yet.
Okay.
Maybe when he's older and he can help me carry it or he can help vacuum.
That would help.
Yeah.
I like the smell and stuff it brings to the house though when you've got a live Christmas tree.
Yeah, so I like to buy a lot of like balsam fir candles and scent sticks. And if you go to Bath and Body Works, they have the little wallflowers that are balsam fir.
Okay.
You don't need a real tree.
Uh, Okay. Cheating your way to the real tree smell.
Absolutely.
Sheesh. All right. We've started doing the real Christmas tree since, let's see, was it COVID?
Mm,
And we started going to a place in Bristol called Molly and Socks.
okay.
And I highly recommend them. If you haven't been there, go check it out. It is a very much an old-fashioned Christmas tree farm where they got hot chocolate and like stringed lights and everything everywhere. So it's really sentimental and nostalgic. Very cool. Family-owned operation. Sweet people. I really love
You're
to
making me want a
go
real
out there.
tree.
So do what?
You're making me want a real
Okay.
tree.
Yeah. All right. And I'm making you know where to go too to
Right.
get it. But they have a bunch of trees that they will, and they grow their own trees, by the way,
Okay.
also.
Okay.
And so they've got a bunch that will be available. I will say they sell out. I think they start selling them. I can't remember if they start selling them by Black Friday or if they're done by Black Friday. I'll find out and let you guys know if you guys are into that. But I do know they sell out of their tree every year.
Okay.
And so, but they're nice and healthy and usually if you get the good ones.
The other thing is I like to decorate on November 1st, and a real tree won't last till Christmas.
No, that's true.
So
Yeah.
that I think that was the first
If you get
year
a
that we
young,
went.
like a healthy one that you can keep watered and stuff, maybe. But it was
Once
at
they're
Molly and Socks that I really learned the difference between the trees too. Because one year we got a pokey tree, and I was like, not doing that again. And then we got a soft one,
yeah.
and then the soft one was nice, but it didn't have any sturdiness to the branches. So all of a sudden, the things we put on the ornaments and stuff would just be kind of like droopy.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
it's a whole experience when you get into real Christmas
Yeah.
trees.
And see, I like the fake Christmas tree because if there's an ornament that's heavy, you just turn your little twigs up and then it
Branch.
holds it.
Yeah. I mean, there is that. It
Yeah.
is consistently
Yeah.
sturdy, I guess.
Yeah.
But
All right. Maybe I'll get at least a real tree this year.
nice. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's back on out of the holidays and back into Halloween, guys. Be sure to sign up for that email if you haven't already. We'll be sending that out this afternoon. Looking forward to getting all that to you guys and hearing the stories, getting the pictures of all the costumes and stuff. Everybody dresses up. It's going to be a great time. So that'll end it for the show today. We'll see you again on Friday for Free Coffee Friday. Do you know who's sponsoring this week? I don't. I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. I need it to be Hot Shots.
Oh, okay. That's a little plug right there to hopefully get them to sponsor the next one. So maybe they'll be in on Friday. But anyway, we'll see you guys at Free Coffee Friday, 7:30 a.m. in the morning at CTS Coffee. And then we'll be back here at the Time Loop for 9 o'clock. So we'll see you guys then. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. And we will see you again where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great Wednesday. Bye bye.
Bye.